Told a close friend, "I'm afraid to even sleep too heavy at night. I don't know what they're capable of anymore." On the outside, the girls seemed composed. They were well-dressed, courteous, and maintained their grades. But there were cracks. Jasmiyah once confided to a classmate that she wished she could just disappear. Tasmiyah told a different friend that she couldn't take another day in that house. Their social media posts became darker, more cryptic lyrics about death, control, betrayal, but no one predicted what would happen next. January 13th, 2010, started off like a regular school day. The girls were supposed to catch a ride to school, but by 10 a.m., they were already late. At 10:30, the girls ran up to a nearby police officer, panicked and crying, claiming they had come home to find their mother dead in the bathroom. What first appeared to be a tragic case of home invasion soon turned into something else, entirely something far more disturbing. The return to Nikki. The scene that greeted police on the morning of January 13th, 2010, was gruesome and chaotic. Officers from the Conyers Police Department responded to the twins, Tasmiyah and Jasmiyah, claiming they found their mother dead. When officers arrived at Appaloosa Way, they were met by a chilling sight. Nikki Whitehead, just 34 years old, was lying face down in the bathtub of her master bathroom. Blood was everywhere, smeared on the tiles, pooled around her body, and splattered across the floor and walls. Her body was cold. Rigor mortis had already begun to set in. Her wrist was slashed. She had defensive wounds on her hands, bruises on her face, and blunt force trauma to her skull. It was, without question, a homicide. Detective Michael Yancey, one of the first investigators on the scene, would later recall, this wasn't a quick killing. This was personal. Someone was in a rage. Tasmiyah and Jasmiyah were taken into separate police vehicles to be questioned. They repeated the same story almost verbatim. They had woken up late that morning, missed the bus, and walked to school. After realizing they were going to be very late, they decided to return home and tell their mom. When they entered the house, they said they found Nikki in the bathtub, lifeless and bloody. Officers noted the girls were visibly shaken. Both were crying, but something didn't feel right. For one, their behavior was slightly off. Though tearful, they weren't asking to see their mother. They didn't scream or beg for help. Their emotions seemed controlled, almost rehearsed. And strangely, despite the carnage of the scene, the twins didn't have any blood on them. This struck investigators as odd. If they had found Nikki's body and tried to help her or check for signs of life, surely there would be at least some trace of blood. Another detail raised eyebrows. The time, the medical examiner would later